Okay. Chat, welcome to the frostprime Subathon 2024 recap PowerPoint. Ah, no. Ah, why is it so slow? What the hell? Why was that so slow? I didn't want to go. What was that? What the hell? It's not gonna all be like that, I promise. I made a professional. Did I not test it beforehand? This isn't a fucking book report. I didn't stand up and practice my speech of my PowerPoint beforehand, okay? All right, chat. This is the frostprime Subathon 2024. We're gonna go over everything about the Subathon, how much money I made, how much money I lost, the goods, the bads. I have 9 whole slides. And then afterwards, we'll take questions. Okay, let's get into it right now. The first question that's on everybody's mind and why everybody's here, and I just want everybody that wants to click off the stream immediately to be able to answer. Sorry, I hate that transition. Oh my God. Is how much money did I make? Like $100,000. Right there. It's like $100,000.
Transition time.
Around? Yeah, so I'm doing boy math, right? I don't have the exact dollar amount. I will have the exact dollar amount when I need it for the tax guy, but that's all the way in 2025 when I have to pay these taxes. So I don't need to know that right now. Honestly, I'll know it in March when I pay my quarterly. But let's get a more breakdown of that. But for everybody who needs the clip, I made $100,000 in 22 days. Technically. It was actually a 30-day period. It was actually a 30-day period because I let my chat do the early gifted subs and the bit rewards in December. And I didn't even count those bits. It was like $200 in bits. But either way, they gave a lot of bits in the early part of December for the extra bits. And then the gifted sub period where gifted subs were 25% off. I let you guys add that to the starting timer. So we started the Subathon with like 30 days or 30 hours already on the timer. So it was technically started, I said, on January 6th or December 27th through January 26th. Don't pay attention to what day I said out loud. So yeah, those were the dates that I did when I just looked at Twitch, right? I just looked at my Twitch revenue and I looked at Twitch. That is the breakdown of when it was. But let's look at it deeper. If you take 26,000 subs, because that's roughly how many we had at the end. It was like 26,000 and like 100 maybe at the end. And this was the number that it came out to, $81,000. It's about $3.1 a sub. Because of regional pricing, I don't get the same amount of money per sub. Twitch Primes only give you like $2.5, soon to be like absolutely fucking nothing if you live in Turkey. But yeah, it was on average like $3.1 a sub. So it's usually what you can do. If you have a streamer that has over like 1,000 subs, they're probably in Partner Plus, and you can just multiply their sub count by 3, and that's roughly how much money they make off of subs. It is. Usually it's $3 a sub for me. The Subathon, I apparently had a lot of Americans gifting me subs. So thank you, Orange Bane. Yeah, it's like $3.1 a sub. So that's the math. Welcome to math school. It's about $9,000 in bits. Pretty straightforward. About $2,000 in donos. And here comes the big one. Wait, that's not the big one. Sorry. $2,500 from a single sponsor that I did. That's what I made. Andrew also made $2,000 off of that sponsor. That was the Turnip Boy sponsor that had a YouTube video. Andrew made $2,000 from that because it's January, so he makes a little bit less. Also, I feel like the videos were slightly less quality since I was a little bit exhausted, so I wanted to help him out. So I took a sponsor that paid out a decent amount. Turnip Boy paid that much. It was mostly for the YouTube video, but yes. Yeah, they paid a little over $5,000. It was like $5,500, and then 20% goes to my agency, which then makes the cut between Andrew and I. Yeah, anyways. And I got $200 from ads. That's the big one, baby. I got like $200 in ads. Like, actually, it's actually less. It was like $170. I streamed to like an average of 750 viewers for 22 days, nonstop. $200 in ads. I honestly should have played like 3-minute rolling ads at night to like the 300 people that were watching at night. I should have. I thought you did no ads. I play ads. So if you don't run any mid-roll ads, people get ads when they join the stream. They get pre-rolls. I still make money off of those ads. I just don't play any ads. I can show you what my ad offer is right now, because they did send me a new one, but it's based off of my current sub count, so I don't think they're going to be offering me a whole lot. They are offering me, I'll just screenshot it. If I run 3 minutes of ads, under $1,000 for, this is per hour. By the way, this is per hour based on streaming for 190 hours because I streamed so much last month that now for the month of February, they're wanting me to stream for 190 hours. 190 hours in the shortest month of the year. Now, it is 29 days, so it's a little bit over 4 weeks. But even if you do 40 hours times 4, that's 160 hours of being live, which means that they're assuming that I don't do anything else outside of streaming for my job. Yeah, it's 6.5 hours a day of streaming for 30 days. That's $2 an hour. Yeah, so this is how much they want to offer me, and this is because we have such a high sub count. Don't look at this and be like, oh, every streamer is getting absolutely scammed on ads. Streamers with much lower sub counts and similar viewerships are actually getting paid decently well. Like Nandre, who streams to an average of like 100 to 300 concurrent viewers, gets paid far more than I do in ads because he has far less subs. He told me this. This is why I'm sharing these numbers. Also, I added a clip. I added a clip that is kind of relevant to every single slide here. So this is our first clip, which is titled "How to Stream," and it's me teaching August how to stream. Don't worry, it exists. She said it's weird to just say take the money and leave. That's how you stream.
You gotta hit stop streaming sometime.
Boom.
For subscribing.
Fuck if I know. How am I supposed to follow that act?
And that's how I feel coming back from the Subathon, which is why I felt obligated to bait all of you back in here by showing you big six-figure number on screen. Did it work? Are you guys back? I'm still interesting, right? I'm still interesting, right, guys? You guys still wanted to come back to the stream, right? Show back up. Also, I uploaded all of these to the VOD channel just to make people in chat mad because I still don't do the VODs. Anyways, okay, next slide. What the hell? How much money did I spend? This is a good one because I didn't really make $100,000. We all know that. I didn't make $100,000, and it's because these things cost money. I run a business, right? A lot of people don't realize that when you have money coming in, right? People hear how much streamers make, and they're like, streamer, oh my God, that made $200,000 last year. That is incredible. But they don't realize, or they're not taking into account, they're not thinking about, it's $200,000 to a business, which is still amazing. It's still awesome that I get to make money like that, right? But I also pay people. And the reason that I get to pay Andrew so much is because the stream earns that crazy fucking amount that Andrew then gets paid like $150,000 last year. Something like that. I don't know what it was. Andrew, what was it? I don't know. So, like, these things cost money. And I think it's important to talk about this, just so you guys are aware. Because the number at the end is still, like, an insane amount. Like, it's still a stupid amount. And I think you guys will very much like the amount. So, to start off, I gifted about 2,000 subs. Again, it was girl math. I got to like 1,500, and then when I went to press add on the calculator, I accidentally hit times, and so then it ruined the entire math. And then when I tried to hit CE to go back a step, I hit C, and I erased the whole thing, and I didn't feel like adding it all up again. So we're just gonna say 2,000, right? And if you do that by 5, it's $10,000. That's how much I spent on subs. But I still get my cut back, so it's more like I spent actually $4,000. Because I do get my cut back, and I did times 2 of how much I would actually spend, because I do technically get the 3.5 from my own subs that I get back, because I know that I'm in America and I spend $5 on subs, but I do pay taxes on the subs, right? Like if you gift 100 subs, it's actually like $540, so you're paying taxes, right? So I just took into account, I did rough math. Again, we're doing boy math here, okay? If you actually did the math on the last slide, it didn't actually add up to 100,000. Did anybody do the math? We're doing boy math here, all right, man? It's boy math. Because there's probably things that I'm not taking into account, not calculating exactly correctly, and things like that. It's not, these numbers aren't exact. They're just rough little estimates. I get $10,000 to Armadillo. Exactly. USD. Send it to him. He can confirm it. He's gotten it all. Now, it got translated to whatever currency Europeans use, so it wasn't actually 10,000 European currency. I don't know what it is. I think it was Danish francs. Yeah, it was like 98,000 on the last slide. Yeah, and it might have been more. It might have been less. Again, boy math. I did rounding math. I only got like 5K after taxes plus conversion. I'm in pain. Oh, no. Well, that's just taxes. That's because you live in Europe. I gave $8,000 to August. She streamed for 5 hours, where I spent every single dollar that is donated to her. She gets paid, and you guys did the largest hype train that has ever existed in the history of this channel. And that's actually why I made less money for the rest of the fucking subathon. By the way, because I wanted to put a shirt on. And so instead of it being 60 seconds per sub, it was 90 seconds per sub. I made so much less money because I wanted to put a fucking shirt on for the rest of the subathon. Because of this $8,000 to August. So it's more like $15,000 probably. I don't know how much it is, but I lost a lot of money from that. But it was worth. Spent $1,000 flying Scooter Shop. I flew him next day because that was the sub goal. That's what I planned for, right? If I'm making on average $3,000 per 1,000 subs that I get, I'm still making money, right? I'm still making money. So here was a sub goal that's all based off of thousands. So I flew Scooter Shop. It was like $1,000. Did Scooters fly first class? No, it was like a $750 plane ticket, plus all of the other things that we did while he was here. He didn't make me pay for Ubers, which was nice. I offered to. Yeah, like $1,000 for flying Scooter Shop. August is currently getting a tattoo right now. It was another sub goal. It is probably going to cost like another $1,000 because we saw it. It's fucking huge. So it'll probably be like $800 plus tip, $1,000. And then finally, I rough balled it. About $6,580 for other sub goals and expenses. I got my frosted tips done. That was like $300, right? The main thing that is like really up in the air for how much I don't know it's going to cost is the photo shoot. I've already reached out to a few photographers that I really like in the area in Denver about doing the photo shoot for the Loot calendar. So yeah, there's shit like that. There is like anything that I bought, like the bed in shit, right? That was like $300 for the bed. So yeah, it's like an estimated profit of $69,420. Just like rough balling. Just like rough balling it just like a little bit was just like $69,420 that I made for the subathon. Which is like actually like a genuinely a number that it's like close to. I don't know if it's going to be more or less.
Fellow shareholders of frostprime Industries, I hope today's report will convince you to increase investments for the future expenses
also,
of our cat
because I
business.
want to do the photo shoot in like the summer, right? Because it's going to be a 2025 calendar. I want to look as good as possible, so now I get to expense my $80 a month gym membership. Isn't that cool? Now that is a business expense because I'm now a model. I'm now a working model, baby. Anyways, this is the next clip. Wait, no, next clip. I thought that this clip is going to perfectly encapsulate my feelings of, hey, maybe I'm gonna like retain the subs, you know? Like I'm still at 20,000 subs. We're gonna keep those subs, right, guys? I'm not gonna lose all those subs, right? There's a chance. Like you said, there's a chance. Perfect bomb skip.
Milk me please, Frost. It's the truest form of parasocial dependency.
Good shit. Good shit. Okay, next slide. Best things about the subathon. Best things about the subathon. Thank you for subscribing. Swallowed syllogism. Thank you for the gift. It's okay to say. It's okay to say. All right, next slide. No, there was more good things. Okay. But like, I don't want to like beat around the bush. I think that streamers, here's my genuine thing, okay? A lot of people are like, why are you doing this, right? Like, why are you sharing this? And I think it's important. I think it is important for streamers to not be transparent. I don't think you have to be. I don't think you have to be transparent at all. But I do think that there is a certain breed of streamers out there that are very well off, but they act like they're struggling in order to get more money. And that feels weird. Like, dude, am I going to beg for 5 gifted subs all day, every day, regardless of how much money I made on this Subathon? Absolutely. But I also want you guys to be aware that this was the best month of my life by metrics, by multiplicative metrics. Yeah, I like being transparent as possible. I want you guys to realize that when you see streamers doing massive subathons like this, it is a money-making device. It does make money at the end of the day, and that's okay. It's okay to make money. as long as you're not making billions off of the exploitation of others, okay? The only person I exploited was Armadillo. I exploited his sleep schedule a whole hell of a lot, but I financially compensated him effectively. No matter how many subs he gets, Frost will always have 10 subs for that prismatic shard. Absolutely. Dude, I was struggling. Bro, if you look at like the intros over the YouTube videos, because the intros are like day to day, right? You can see me going downhill up to the end of the subathon. Like I was going downhill hard. Yeah, no, Armadillo was struggling. Armadillo won during the subathon. His rabbit died. And I was like, yo, you can take time off if you want. He was like, fuck no. And then he got sick. And I was like, bro, you can take time off if you want. And he was like, nah. Other great things about the subathon. What else was good? The variety content. I fucking loved the amount of variety content that we got to do. Now, of course, towards the end, again, I was struggling. For like the last week, I was struggling. Like, I would get on and I would just sit there and I'd be like, I don't know, I kind of want to play a run of Tiny Rogues. You guys want to play like a little bit of Lunky? But like the entire time, we were sitting at like 700 plus viewers just doing whatever the fuck we wanted. How long was the subathon? It was 22 days straight. Non-stop. Yeah, I went to the gym. I did IRL at the wazoo. We just sat and we did our daily dulls, which we're going to continue to do because it was some of my favorite shit. Yeah, it was really good. We went to a restaurant. We went out. And this was actually my favorite bit of content. This clip that we're going to watch was the henna stream. Looking back at it, Mitchie, thank you for the 40 months. I think that my favorite part of the entire thing was the henna. And I think it was because of who we got for the henna. Face Fiesta is their business. If you're ever in Denver, you need somebody. She is amazing. She is incredible. She has 2 kids. One is transgender. The other is, I think, engaged to somebody that's transgender. Like, super based family. And her youngest daughter wants to get into video game music. So she was just like railing off like video game song after video game song. Like, yeah, I love the Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack. Hades be bumping. Oh, yeah, no, I fucking love Earthbound music. Like, how did I find you? She was sick. Yeah, she's like my Denver mom now. She's sick. So yeah, the variety content was easily my favorite thing that we did over the course of everything. But it wasn't like the only good thing, right? I think the time spent was really, really good in multiple ways. Not only did I get to spend time with you guys, a fuck ton, right? I think it was really cool. Like, I think it was like really, really cool that I feel like we got really close as a community. Because a lot of people, for instance, the amount of like, when I did the first IRL portion of the stream where I went to the restaurant, I had a setting wrong on my stream. And so you guys were on like a 40-second delay. And so I couldn't really talk to you guys very well. It wasn't a good back and forth. But the amount of I was still reading chat like crazy. And the amount of people that were like, dude, it's actually so fucking cool just seeing Frost just being a guy. Like, because here, when I'm here, right, like, I'm Frost Prime, right? You have this, like, vision of who I am and this guess of who I am off stream. And then when you guys actually got to see me, like, out in the real world, just, like, sitting and chilling, or, like, sitting and chilling with Scootish on stream for a while, or, like, talking with Squid on stream for a while, or, like, just late at night when I was just super fucking tired and I can't be the energized version of myself that I feel like streamers are. You guys really liked it. And I really like just constantly spending time with you. Like the amount of people that were coming in like week 2 or 3 and you're like, dude, this has been like really helping me through the winter months. And that was a big thing. The winter fucking sucks. Like growing up, I feel like half people or like more than half of the people in the world were like, yo, winter's the best months is the best season. I like being cold rather than hot. But now as we're growing up and we're developing seasonal depression, we're like, dude, winter kind of fucking blows. Like I like the weather more, right? I would rather be cold than hot. I agree with you. But I like sunlight. Not necessarily even going out in the sunlight. I just want to like get off work and it not be nighttime. And so it's like between the cold and the darkness. One in the chat, if you get like, you might not get depression, but like you're definitely worse in the winter, mood-wise, right? Like it's just harder. It's just harder. And I suffer from that incredibly. And so not only was it great to see like all of you fuckers being like, dude, you've been helping me through like this hard part. And I think it was like inadvertently, like some of you guys were probably going through crazy fucking shit. Somebody always is going through crazy fucking shit, right? There's some crazy shit going on in the world. There's some wild shit going on in the world that's disgusting. Ceasefire now. I also was going through that. And so to have something that I was forced to do every single day, right? It took my mind off of it. I didn't give a shit what time of day it was. I had a thing to do, right? Like I had something driving me. One in the chat, if you are terrible at keeping track of yourself in the gym, but if you had a trainer, a friend that makes you get in the gym every morning, you're motivated as shit. You have a coach, right? When you're on a sports team, it's exactly. See, you guys were my coach. You guys were my teammates. And so that's like, it made it so much easier to get through January, which is usually one of the hardest months of the year for me. That was when I originally moved to Colorado. That was when I got the most depressed that I'd ever been. And for the first time in like 10 years of my life, contemplated suicide. And then I had to get back in therapy. So yeah, dude, this was awesome. Like, you guys did a lot for me. Let's not beat around the bush as well. Talked about the money, the eyeballs. Not only did I have more concurrent viewers than I usually do, I think over the course of the Subathon, I know I said I averaged like 700 viewers. That was during the day, right? Like, I can look during the day and I can see we averaged 700 viewers. I think over the entirety of the Subathon, we actually averaged like 450 or 500 because of the night streams. That just happens. I had a lot of viewers, right? It was really easy to keep viewers. A lot of times, if like during a stream, like if I have like an internet outage and my internet goes down, you'll come back to 50% of your viewership and you won't be able to get that view count up for the rest of the day. And so it's a big like, it's a big like Debbie Downer, right? Or if like you do a piece of content that doesn't perform as well as you want, your viewership goes down and then your mood goes down, which then makes your viewership go down even more. It's just the way that numbers work. Numbers, man. The whole game is fucking numbers, right? But during the Subathon, I didn't fucking care. Because if I was doing something boring, like if I like was really, really tired and I just get on the phone with Scootish and then everybody leaves because, ew, gross, another man who leaves the toilet seat up? Dude, he wouldn't stop. He left the toilet seat up every single time. Not a single time do I think he closed the fucking toilet in my house. People would leave. Like the viewer count would get really, really low. Chat would get really, really quiet. But I didn't care. This is a lie. You never once closed the lid. You put the toilet seat down a few times. You never once closed the lid. Also, there is still a piece of your poop stuck to the inside of the bowl that is outside of the water that makes that bathroom permanently smell bad. I do the same thing all the time, but I just wanted to let you know that it's currently a piece of you that's in there. Anyways, the toilets in this house, it's honestly not his fault. I do it all the time since I've moved here. The toilets in this house have not enough water for pooping. It's just not angled right. Anyways, not only the eyeballs of you guys. That was amazing. The amount of people that were here, awesome. Normally in a month, I get 1,000 to 1,500 new followers on the stream. During 22 days of the Subathon, over 4,000 followers. It was good. A lot of new eyeballs on the stream. But not only that, a lot of fucking streamers were talking about me. And do you know how many fucking streamers I've now seen announce that they're doing a big Subathon? Like at least 5. No, it's like actually true though. So many people are talking about doing fucking Subathons now. It's everywhere. Cyan, thank you for the 17 months. Like, it's not a good idea to do a Subathon at this time of year. But I think they saw how successful this one was, and they're like, it's fucking time. Cyan, thank you for the 17 months. Because like a lot of people do Subathons all the time. A lot of people do Subathons all the time. Right? Like there's probably like 50 Subathons that are successfully going on right now. There's probably more than that going on. But there's probably 50 of them where the streamers been up for many days. It's quick money? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's really, really not. You need to have a successful, like this level successful Subathon for it to be quote unquote easy money, like you say, right? Come on, it's not quick money. Like, yeah, is 22 days fast for earning $69,420? Absolutely. But it didn't feel like it was going by fast during it. That was the hardest thing that I've probably ever done in my entire life career-wise. That was a fuck ton. That was the hardest job that I've ever done. But there are a lot of streamers out there that do Subathons and they set it too easy and they come out of like a 30-day Subathon with like maybe like 1,500 subs. And like 1,500 subs is great income-wise, but it's not worth it for streaming 24/7 for 30 days. We can agree on that. We can come to terms with that. That $4,500 in subs if you have the 70-30 split, and then probably maybe like another $2,000 in bits. $6,500, I would not say is worth it for non-stop working for 30 days in a row, 0 breaks. It's not worth it. You underestimate poor. I think that there are better things, and I would like to, if streamers wanted help with figuring out things that they can do, I think that there are better things that you can do. But I do think that there is like a different unwise one. Thank you for the 23 months, man. It's not like for me, that's not enough money. I think that that's not healthy. I think that anybody that does unhealthy subathons, I think that like, I want to like sit there and shake you until you stop doing this to yourself. Like, fuck, who's the guy that always did the like, I turned this game into a drinking game, and then he recently stopped and people are starting to get mad at him? Tev! Yes. Tev. I think you're right. Yeah, like, when your entire content is about like treating yourself terribly, it doesn't seem worth it for me. I watch a competitive eater who, yeah. There's a lot of competitive eaters out there that actually do good jobs by it. Like, again, you can do stupid, crazy things and have it be healthy and worth it. I made sure that I ate well during the subathon, right? I made sure that I got good sleep during the subathon. I made sure that if I got terrible sleep, that I went to bed early the next night. I made sure that when I wasn't feeling well, I went to the doctor. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on, chat. Oh yeah, the challenge. Sorry, that wasn't the last thing. Challenge. I like challenges. I at first didn't feel like I was capable of doing something like this. And then I did the Spelunky 2 stream. A stream that I knew that if I needed to, I could back out of, right? If I was truly feeling unhealthy during the Spelunky 2 stream where I said I was going to stream until I beat Spelunky 2. But yeah, I know that if I needed to back out of the Spelunky 2 stream, I know that I could have like gifted 1 billion subs and then like fucked off. If I like, for whatever reason, just was not doing well mentally, like whatever. And so after that, I knew that I could do this, but I still knew that it was me insane challenge. And like I said a second ago to school that one guy, this was the hardest thing that I've done in like my entire career. It was insanely hard, like metric times harder than of anything I've ever done. Also, gaming achievements. That was also really good. Like, let's just rack off in the chat. Name your favorite gaming achievement that I did during the subathon. 799. Chat, I didn't do 799. What are you saying? I didn't beat 799. You guys are all. You guys even watch my stream? All right, we're moving on. Armadillo also. Armadillo is one of the best things about this subathon. Claps to Armadillo. Clap in chat. Clap in chat for all of the helpful work that Armadillo did. Woo! Yay! Okay, I don't say nice things about people. Oh, wait. Okay, wait, hold on. This is the part where I called chat out. Bro, I streamed for 22 days, okay? I streamed for 22 days straight. And there was like 10 good clips that I could find. 10, maybe. Okay? And this was the only clip that I could find from the henna stream. Can you guys work on that? This is the only clip from the henna stream that I could find. I think there was like another one, but it was just a longer version of this clip. So.
That I was at January 6th. Again, I was streaming.
That's it. That's the entire fucking clip, man. That's the whole thing. This was my favorite part of the entire 22-day subathon, was this woman being on my stream. All right, next slide. What were the worst things about the subathon? Anybody? There was nothing. You can't say anything, all right? It was a perfect stream. Nothing! I did have, like, ulcers for most of the time. I did have, like, 20 ulcers in my stomach, which the doctors are saying I probably have an autoimmune disease that I need to get solved. Either way. I also got food poisoning. My goal for this subathon was to brag that it was the world's healthiest subathon. That I was eating healthy every day, and I was making like chicken and rice, ground turkey. That I was gonna be sleeping well, that I was gonna be walking every day, And then on like day 3, I got debilitating stomach aches. It was so much pain that when I went to the hospital for it, they didn't make me wait behind the other 30 people in the waiting room. And I was sent back immediately because they were worried that my stomach ruptured and that it was ruining my intestines. That I was literally fucking dying. That's how much pain I was in. That the nurses literally, like, I saw them when I came in. Like, I said how much pain I was in, and she literally went, hey. And she, like, it was like midnight, and she, like, yelled back, like, she, like, whisper yelled something unheard to, like, the people behind her, and was like, this guy's fucked. Help. We might have an emergency. And then they gave me liquid famotidine, or the IV Pepsid. Yeah, and then I ate, because I was, like, on a bread diet, I ate a bad muffin. It gave me food poisoning. So I had food poisoning with stomach ulcers. It was great. Yeah. And now I also have a skin condition where I have inexplainable rashes all over my entire body, and I'm constantly itchy everywhere except my genitals and my face, which is for like somebody with a penis and also motor tics. Those are like the 2 places that are usually itchy normally. Strain on relationships. This is a big one. Now you're thinking of the obvious one in the room. August. Obviously, it put out strain on a relationship. She thought the Subathon was ending a day early. And she, like, I woke up in the morning. She was like, I'm so glad you're done today. I can't do another night of doing everything in the house and taking care of the animals. And I was like, yeah. So, it's not ending today. It ends tomorrow. She was a trooper. I mean, we agreed on it beforehand. It's not like I just like sprung the idea on her, and like we discussed it a lot before, and like all the things that she would need to do. She knew it would be hard. We knew it would be hard. We were very prepared. We were very communicative. If she ever needed me to like, you know, not end the stream, but like leave the stream, I was like, hey, Scootish is gonna be here, right? Like he can be the streamer. Like I don't care if the viewer count plummets. I'm not saying the Scootish would make it do that. Okay, I memed about it earlier. I'm just saying I don't care if I hurt the stream in the moment because you need help. But either way, like, that wasn't even like the biggest relationship, right? A lot of my relatives, you know, they like to reach out on your birthday. I started the stream on my birthday and they kept calling me. And I was like, hey guys, I'm still doing the stream. Like I said 7 days ago, I'm going to be live until the 26th. We can talk then. So it was like a lot of strain on my family. There was a lot of strain on friendships. I didn't get to see friends for a while. And when I came back, like I kind of felt like a ghost to some of them. You know, I was like, you don't feel up to date on the lingo and the memes and like, you know, like post COVID, one in the chat, if you had that like part of the time where like you felt like you couldn't just like have casual conversation with people, like you lost your small talk. And now a lot of you are gonna be like, oh, I never had it, or I still haven't gotten it back. That's perfectly fine. But like for a lot of us that work in like retail or like, you know, work where we talk to people for a living or like have friendships or have relationships, like, yeah, it felt like that. It felt like I literally had not been outside. Like driving felt weird. Everything felt weird. But yeah, relationships felt weird. So yeah, it was a big strain of relationships. Absolutely. I also have a lot to do after it. That's actually it's like it's not a bad thing necessarily, but it's like I have so many sub goals that I now need to take care of. I need to message I think there's like what, like 20 something people or like 40 people or something that like got the 20 gifted sub reward. I have to make custom videos for all those people. And so that's just like a lot that I have to now deal with outside of the stream. It's not a bad thing that I have to do it. I want to do those things, but it's like I'm now going back to my normal life where I stream for 5 to 6 hours a day. And then on top of that, am doing all my other things outside of stream every single day, which normally compiles to like an 8 to 9 hour workday almost every single day, 6 days a week. And then now I also have a lot of things to do. So that to me is stressful. But I think I'll be all good. And I think I'll be able to handle it very easily. I think I'll just like need to take it out in batches and not worry about getting it all as quickly as possible. Because I think people understand. My audience is really cool. I think people understand that they might not get their shit for like a week or two. And I think people are okay with it. Coming back after. I don't know how to come back. That's, again, like I said, why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this. Is because I'm trying to bait you back with more things about the Subathon. Hey, I'm still the dancing monkey guy. Like, it feels weird Like, a lot of people are coming to the stream right now and are being like, yo, where's Slay the Streamer? And it's literally because they weren't probably here on the entirety of the subathon. And they're just coming here on a random Monday and being like, just get back to your fucking shit, bro. Because the YouTube channel really didn't change a whole lot. I started uploading Tiny Rogues and nobody watches that. But, like, for us who have been on the stream for the last month, things changed a lot. Right? Like, we changed as a community. We changed as, like, the content, right? Like, I still want to play Slay the Spire a lot. I still want to do Slay the Streamer every Monday. I don't want to change those things, but I definitely want to change some things. I took my first break in 7 years of making content. I haven't taken a week off in 7 years. And yet I still have people coming back and saying, when's the content? Do you know how shit that feels? YouTube and content creation is always the voice of the 0.05% dictate how you feel on that given day, right? You guys come back, you're giving bits like mad, we're having hype trains like crazy, you're being so supportive, so lovely. 99 out of a billion, or 999 people out of 1,000 are like, dope. And then that one guy comes in and is like, yo, bro, why are we getting to content? And again, that guy that came in and did it first didn't even realize that I had been streaming for 22 days. Their literal next message was, yo, wait, how long was the subathon? The world has changed for me. A little bit. Not a lot. But, like, I don't know how to just, like, after doing the biggest thing.
Get into content.
I don't know how to, after I do the biggest thing in my entire career, to just, like, show back up, right? It's like, if like, you know, your job for a living was to, like, sell running gear, and then you go and win a marathon, and you're like, I gotta just, like, show back up to sell more running gear.
Always has been.
You know what I'm saying? But no, it's like, it's not like I went through, like, some existential shit where, like, chat, I just really, like, I just love nature now. And, like, I think I'm going to be, like, an IRL outdoor kissing the ground streamer. We're going to do streams of eating grass and pretending to be a cow. What are your guys' thoughts? I just think it would, like, really make an impact on the environment. Like, I still want to do the same gaming shit. Yeah. It was like a cool little thing that we did. All right. And then to go off of the back of me saying that there's strain on relationships, this isn't evidence of there being strain on relationships. If you ever watched August and I on stream, we're like an angry New York couple. It's just how we are. We yell all the time. It's fun. It's loving. We kiss and make out. And it's not like we're making up because there was no fighting, really. We're just little angry people that are, especially on stream. We play it up a lot for stream. But we are just goofy and gaffy like that. That is just how we are. But I thought it was a funny clip. This clip fucking hards. This is one of... This hards? What did I just... This clip hards? Hardens my cock? Like, what it... This is one of the best clips that was made during the Subathon. This was one of the best clips. And I should have gotten the name of everybody that clipped these clips. I realize that now. Again, I made this in one day. My mistake. I had because the way when you do Google Slides, you can only import videos if they're on YouTube. So I just had to, like, download them and re-upload them. So yoink. But this is one of the best clips. Stop. So context before I just yell at a woman to stop. We were trying to take my door off. It's still off. You can see it right here. And this door didn't want to come off. This was originally the door that I wanted to take off the first time I had to take a door off, and then we ended up using this one. But this door wouldn't come off, and she just kept doing the same shit over and over and over again that wasn't working at all. And if you slipped, because you're using she was using like a flathead screwdriver to try to, like, wedge underneath the pin because it just wasn't coming up from the bottom. Fat Camels, thank you for the 19 months. So we were trying different things. But if you slipped, you would just, like, jag into the door and just make, like, a tiny little dent. There's, like, 100 dents on the bottom of the door. It's really bad. I'm just going to need to get, like, a walnut and refinish it or something. But I was just, like, I was using the lav mics at the time, and I couldn't hear what it sounded like, but I assumed that it was just really loud. The chat probably didn't want to hear. I bet you guys don't want to hear. That means nothing. It's just useless. Right? Like, you probably just don't want to hear it. You're hearing it right now? Wait, are you? Wait, is there, like, somebody that, like... So like somebody outside that's doing like construction.
Stop.
Why?
Because you're making loud noises.
That's all you do all day. Now
And
sit down and shut the
If you
fuck
miss,
up.
you make little dents in the door. Look at all those little dents that you've made in the door.
This isn't a den.
She's the love of my life. I proposed to her a week later. Anyways, next slide. Things I could have done a little bit better. I think it's good to be critical of yourself. I think that criticism is very welcomed. I welcome criticism. There's always a difference between criticism and somebody just telling you what the fuck to do, right? I made the thumbnail for the YouTube video on the stream because I had to do everything on stream during the subathon. And every single day, there would be people that they would come in and they'd make criticisms of the thumbnail. Be like, it's a little hard to read. I don't really like that color. Criticism. And then there'd be the people that would tell me, who's been making thumbnails every day for like 5 years, I think it would be better if you actually made the guy on screen smaller, added a cow in the upper right-hand corner, made him mooing out the ability name, and then like put a card of Wraith form in the bottom. I think that would work better. But yeah, so things that I can do better or could have done better for the subathon. Yeah, that's an easy one. Just skill issue, honestly. Just don't get sick, bozo. Yeah, getting sick definitely made it worse. We can admit it. I got sick. And a lot of the stream, like there was a significant amount of me just like being miserable. I should have planned more content. It's honestly what I really, really hated. Because like, we can all agree. Things like the Henna stream. Things like Scootish coming out. Things like the things that I had planned to like keep the stream alive. Where it was like, if the timer was getting too low. I had a laundry. I have a list of like 4 other things that I could have done. I'm not going to show you it. Eat shit. But like when the stream was like getting low and I was like, okay, if you gift 5 subs and I put your name on your door, those things were like planned content, right? And I should have planned more massive events. You should have shaved your head. I've already shaved my head before. You don't want to do things massive like that too often because they just get old. Like, is it massive and funny when Ludwig shaves his head again for a punishment? No. But that's why I got frosted tips. Look at my hair. It's hard to see in this light. But yeah, like the Henna's thing or the Balatro tournament. I knew the Balatro's tournament was happening like a month before the subathon even started. So like having that as like a goal of like, okay, it was like day 5 and we needed to make it to like day 9 for the Henna or something. And I was like, let's get to the fucking Henna. Like, let's just push to get there. It'll be really sick. And then once we got there, it was like, dude, now we're only like 5 days away from getting to Balatro. We should fucking push for Balatro, right? And so it always gave the stream like something to plan for, something to push for. So yeah, I think more events like that would be really cool. Even if it's just having somebody on. Like, I think even if it was just like, hey, this night Hitch is gonna come back through Colorado and stay at my house again. Also should have done it sooner. Arcane Mage Malek, thank you for the 2 months. I should have done it way sooner. I had been putting it off because I didn't feel like I was mentally capable of doing it, and I was wrong. Like I said, the Spelunky 2-a-thon thing where I streamed for 3 days straight was like the solidifier to me that I could do something like this, that I was mentally capable of doing it. But I think I was probably mentally capable of doing it the entirety of last year, just because I think it would have progressed my career and my ability as a content creator, and then I would have gotten to take a break sooner. And then maybe I could have taken that break, and then also this break here. And so I would have gotten 2 breaks in the last year. What the hell? Only streaming 50 weeks out of the year? Lazy streamer. Also the IRL stuff, that kind of sucked. I need to get a better IRL stuff. I set it up kind of willy-nilly. I thought it would work a little bit better. I do know how to make it better in the future. I just need to decide whether or not I want to spend the money on that. And you're like, oh, you made $1 billion fucking dollars. Yeah, but I need to like really reconcile with myself of whether or not I think I'm going to do more IRL content, because it is like not just like a one-time expense, it's a constant expense of like getting an additional phone with an additional phone plan, and then you have 2 phones to manage, and you like it's just a lot to like manage more than it is the money to spend. It's a lot to like keep track of. Like, one in the chat, if you've like forgotten that you had Hulu for 4 months and you didn't watch a single Hulu show, That's what I feel like it would be. Where like, I'm like, ah, shit. I spent $60 a month on another phone. And I didn't fucking do anything with it. Which is probably way more because I'm going to need to pay for like special SIM cards that can hit multiple towers at the same time and bridge them together. That's me with Crunchyroll. Yep. Speaking of which, remind me at the end of the stream to cancel my Crunchyroll subscription. Oh, no. Okay, and this was the one good thing that came out of the bad IRL. I called this clip running in the 20s because running in the 90s is all about going really, really fast. And this clip, you'll see. This is, I'm still here, by the way. It's not lagging. It's not, this is the clip of the stream. This is a,
He hyper. Oh, he pick up.
It's just like there's so many screenshots of him just being adorable and funny.
He got the zooms.
And then time travel. It was a good clip. It was a good clip, but it was cute. It was very cute. It was very cute. But still, do better with IRL because that was literally in my house on my Wi-Fi. I should have been able to do better with that. So what's next in Frost Prime Season 2? I copied this from Ludwig. Ludwig has called like the different years of his stream, the different seasons. Links, thank you for the 3 months. And I feel like I have never really had a moment where I've been like, okay, today's the day that the stream is now going to change. And it's not about it changing a lot, right? Like you watch a show and you like show for being, oh, I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine because it has Andy Samberg going, I'm a good detective. And then the girl that he has interest in goes, I like my boss more than you. And then the next season comes out and you're like, I want something different, but I still want the premise to be the same, right? Does that make sense? And yeah, the first season apparently lasted like 8 years. It's not going to last that. I mean, again, I just think that it's like, hey, we're going to make some changes around the stream because I think the Subathon, doing the Subathon, like we learned a lot about ourselves. Name one thing that you learned about yourself during the Subathon. I learned that I'm a tummy ache fucking champion. That's what I learned. No, but I learned that my community is the best. Emotions. Okay. What is new in Frost Prime Season 2? Frost Prime Season 2, no underscore. Oh, true. Okay. Anyways, what is new? YouTube is probably going to be a lot of the same. Just because it works. YouTube's working right now. I don't want to make any drastic changes on YouTube yet. I don't think it needs to. And honestly, YouTube's on a bit of a downswing right now just because of the beginning of the year. So I don't want to like do anything dangerous during that time. And I don't want to call it they like being fed their slop. They do. They like their little Slay the Spire content. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Welcome back.
Drassel, thank you for the 32 months, right? You guys want new things. YouTube, not so much. It's not like the individual person is like, I don't want new things. It's like the greater algorithm as a whole just doesn't like being introduced to new things on a channel. Just the way that works. We can't see the 2. There's a 2 right here, guys. Right next to season, it's 2. Just so you know. And then there's a question mark. But like, let's go into some actual new things in season 2 of Frost Prime. Less gaming. Ow. Hold on. Graham, thank you for the 8 months. 80 months. Jesus Christ.
On your week off. Cheers to the big 80.
Thank you. Now, what the fuck does less gaming mean? What I mean by less gaming doesn't actually necessarily mean less gaming. What it really means is that for the last few years, whenever I have started my stream, I always start the stream like this, right? I always start the stream chilling and talking with chat. And on Mondays, I usually do it for a little bit longer, right? I usually do this for a little bit longer. So this isn't new. 3 hours of stall right now isn't new. But you didn't even notice that it was 3 hours, did you? Not really many people have complained. And why is that? Because of the fucking Subathon. We jacked off for so much on the Subathon that the stream doesn't really care anymore. But what I mean is, I'm not going to be afraid of the just chatting section this year. A lot of times at the beginning of the stream, I chill for an hour or two. I'm actually going to do that in the just chatting section this year. I'm not going to be afraid of the just chatting section. And a lot of it is, I was afraid of the literal just chatting section. Because I think if you're under a certain amount of viewers in the just chatting section, you get a lot of trolls. You don't get a lot of new people in the stream outside of trolls. Like, people don't organically come from the just chatting section, other than people that are like, this person doesn't know what it's really like in the just chatting section. It's like when you go to the getting over it section and you stream getting over it for the first time in years, you're going to get 1,000 people from the getting over it section that are going to come in and say, if you press R, you get a double jump, when R is really the button that resets your run. It's the same people doing the same bits, and they're just toxic, and they come in, they call you fat, or they come in and they say a racial slur, or they come in and they hit you with a bot spamming their advertisement of view bots, right? Like, there's all the different stuff that happens in the just chatting section. But I don't want to be afraid of that. But I also don't want to be afraid of it because of you. And that's what I was more afraid of, is whenever I would be in the just chatting section, I wouldn't get as many viewers. But when I was in the gaming section, I wouldn't get as many viewers as when I was actually gaming, but I would get more viewers because people were always anticipating the game. And I think that's just the wrong way to go about it. I don't want to try to dupe people into coming into the stream and them have a terrible time if they don't want to be here. And also, like, people have really gotten used to me being in the just chatting section a lot from the Subathon. So I'm actually really comfortable with it now. And maybe I'll change my mind. But for now, I really want to try in the coming year to actually utilize the just chatting section, because I also want to do my daily dulls. I really liked doing the daily dulls. And actually, I know that I said I don't have a schedule for this week, but Stan's put out a video recently where he did the most daily dulls in a day. It took him like 5 hours, and he did like 42 daily dulls. I want to beat that record. So I'm going to. That sounds fun. Hello, Red Run Rising. I think that's going to be a really fun day. I think that's going to be a really, really fun day. More variety content. If that wasn't fucking obvious, we're going to do some more variety. And a lot of that might be just chatting content. A lot of that might be an IRL stream from here or there. Or I do a game show with a couple of friends. Or I do, I'll do like, gym streams. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe an art stream. I don't know. Maybe we find some like different quizzes and we take some, like, I think some of the most fun content that I did that was like still Slay the Spire related was like me trying to name every single card in Slay the Spire with like without seeing any of them and just try to name them all, like every Ironclad card. I think variety is really, really good. Yeah, dude, I want to do Jeopardy content like fucking crazy. I really liked the talks that I had with streamers where I'd call it a podcast. I don't want to call it a podcast, but like if a friend just wants to talk to me for a little bit, like derailing the stream and like having a conversation with a friend, I think is good. I think I just want to be, I still want to be structured. I still want to have my schedule every single week. I think you guys really, really, really appreciate knowing roughly what is going on in the week. I think you guys really appreciate that. I have every streamer that I have talked to, because a lot of people, like, they'll reach out to me for advice of like how to grow their sub count, how to better monetize their streams, how to have such a tight-knit community, how to grow their stream, whatever. And one of the first things they say is a schedule. Bro. And not a podcast, bro. I think we'd like more shorts. I think. I do agree to more shorts. I actually have a lot of shorts in the tank, and I like have paid for them. They're all edited in there. I just keep getting really, really bad about keeping up with it. I need to hit up Mambu and just be like, bro, fucking get on my ass about it. Like, be my boss that gets paid by the employee. Like,
what was his worst arc? His landlord arc or his podcast bro arc?
He's gonna get Andrew Tate on his podcast. Bro, I don't need to get Andrew Tate on my podcast, okay? Andrew has a brother named Tristan. I'm Tristan, and the guy that works for me is named Andrew. Like, we're literally the same. Wait. But no, I again, more variety content. I think that is going to, one thing here's my thing. Here's my thing. Oh, I think that a big flaw that I have is being scared to try new games, and then the game pops off, and then I'm too late to the curve, so then I get scared of playing it because I feel like I'm too late to the curve, and then I never play it. Everybody can name 1,000 games that I've done it with, where I'm like, yeah, I think I'll play that game. Or like a game that I've done it with recently, where I'll play it once. RoboQuest, absolutely. Yeah. You can name 100 of them. I'm terrible. It's one of my worst flaws as a streamer. It's okay. I just farted. More big events. And that's the big question that a lot of people have. Dan asked me this because I was on Dan's stream earlier, and he was like, send me the number. I want to know how much money you made. And then he pogged out of his mind, and then he considered doing a subathon, which if you know Dan is considering doing a subathon, you know I made a lot of money. And his question was, what are you going to do with the money? Are you going to pocket it? Are you going to pocket some of it? Are you going to Mr. Beast it? Meaning that, are you going to do what Mr. Beast does and take the revenue for one video and put it all in the next video, right? So am I going to take all of the $69,420 and put it into another thing? I have a couple ideas. And I want to see what they would look like in cost, because I'm not a person that runs events. I don't know how these things do. I don't know how much they cost. One idea that I really wanted to do, and I'm going to spoil it right now, I literally messaged Scootish about this morning, is maybe making a haunted house for Halloween this year and having a bunch of streamers like do it in LA and have a bunch of streamers come through and have like specific bits planned for specific streamers. Like if Squeaks comes through, you have him like walk into a room and the lights turn off and he's streaming it, right? His POV. And he goes, right? Because that's Squeak. And then in the background you hear, no, hold on. But like, so Squeaks walks into the room, right? Squeaks walks into the room. The lights go, right? You hear the power go, he goes, and then in the background you hear that click on of a, can you hear that? Of the hair clippers turning on. And then the lights come on and there's just a clown, like a clown barber that's going to shave his head, chases him out because that's his worst nightmare, is being bald. Just having some shit like that. I don't know. And just like making scary characters from games, right? Like imagine like like a scary anime waifu, like a zombie anime waifu. I don't know. Margaret Thatcher. I mean, that's terrifying, but like, no, that's not what I was thinking. But yeah, so that's what I want to do. I want to try to plan some things. I don't know whether they're going to work out or not. Don't hold them against me if I don't. But the more money I spend is the less I have to pay on taxes. So I want to spend some of it. Yeah. Also, this is a big rule. The music ended at the perfect time. I want you guys to hold me to this. 2 days off every week. And they don't. Now, I'm probably going to take every Sunday off because that's the day that August always has off. And so it's like kind of our day together. But the other day off, I might do in the middle of the week. I will most likely do Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. But I really want you guys to push me to do it. And if for whatever reason I have to work an extra day, like I have a show or something, right? Like I have something that like is there and it's like, bro, I just can't make it work. 3 days off the next week, right? The debt needs to be paid. All right? The debt needs to be paid. I officially, at frostprime _ have vacation days. Maybe I'll do like 7 weeks in a row of 6 days off, or 6 days of streaming in order to take a full 7 days off. What the fuck? It would actually have to be 6 weeks in a row of 1 day off. But I build up the bank. I build up my vacation days. And then here is the clip, if you didn't see it, of because it's kind of like a what's next in my life, is I'm getting married. This is the ring. This is the ring that I gave to August. It's got a diamond that was artificially made.
That's fucking gorgeous, dude.
Also, Scootish had seen this, so I don't know why he was like, holy shit. Call him an actor or something.
Wait, she's not allowed to see it. Ye wait, never mind.
I got it off Etsy.
I like the end of that clip. Like, the end of that clip is so good.
I got it off Etsy.
No, you're not stupid, just American.
Fair.
I got it off Etsy.
Okay. Now here comes the you part, chat. What can chat do better? What do you think that I'm going to critique from you? What do you think that I'm going to say Twitch chat needs to do better? Keep doing exactly what you're doing. You're the perfect audience. This is going to be the time that I get a little mushy-gushy. I'm not good at it, so I wrote it down. But I also wrote it down in bullet points.
And you love us very much. 22?
Yeah. I'm serious. Party Boy left the room. He doesn't like mushy gushy either. Yeah, I mean, this was perfect. This was a perfect experience overall. And it was all because of you. I mean, yeah, it's because of me. And like, you know, I'm the glue that holds us all together. But like, you know. You're the most supportive audience ever. You're the most loving audience. Hold on, let's go. Can I not go back? No! You're also one of the funniest. One of the funniest. Now, notice I didn't say the funniest because there's some other funny audiences out there. But you don't need to be the funniest. But yeah, you guys actually are the most supportive. I've never met an audience that per capita, which we're like half a capita usually because we average like 500 viewers, goes as hard as y'all do. There isn't another one. There isn't one. And you're like, oh, this streamer's gotten this many subs. Oh, this streamer's gotten this many subs. Oh, this streamer's done this. Oh, this streamer's done that. We've had 6,000 plus subs for 2 years. And we're only averaging 500 subs now, or 500 viewers now. We weren't 2 years ago. That's unfathomable in the community. When I told Summit1G that metric, his jaw hit the floor. We were number 19 most subscribed on a subathon that averaged 500 viewers. It means something. You are one of the funniest. Like I said, you are one of the funniest. I think there are other audiences out there that are funny. I don't know if they're funnier than you guys, but you're one of the funniest. And I think that's fine to be. Like, I don't think I'm the funniest streamer on the platform, but I do think I'm funny. I don't know if I'm one of the funniest. That's for you to figure out. But I think being one of the funniest is great. If somebody said, yo, you're one of the funniest comedians of all time, you're going to be like, only one? I'm not the funniest? No, you are the funniest. But I don't love another audience like I love you guys. I don't see another audience supporting you like you guys. I do giggle at other audiences like I giggle at you guys. That's what I'm saying. Why am I describing this to you? This is such a compliment. You're not going to get hurt by this.
That you can't describe with words because it would break terms of service flirt.
Oh. Thanks.
I'm sure you tell that to all your Twitch chats.
You're the literal fucking best. Bar for bar, the best community, the best chat. But you could clip more. We went over this earlier. I streamed for 22 days and there's like 10 good clips. I should have more good clips than that, or more people that clipped the same good moments. That, I think, is your one fatal flaw, is there aren't enough good clips. Because I think a good way to grow as a streamer is to have your clips go viral places. There's so many more places to go viral just than live stream fails nowadays. But I do think that if you guys can work on something in the next year, in Season 2 of Frost Prime, I have a lot of things to work on. Here's one thing for you guys to work on. Clip things. Clip things, clip things. Clip things. Anyways, this is probably my favorite clip, which, by the way, I've done this, I think, over, like, this bit that is this clip, which is fucking hilarious. I think I did about maybe 25 times. I only saw it clipped this one single time. Again, I did this bit multiple times. It got lulls in chat, in I can'ts, in kek L's every single time. Everybody loved it. That's why I kept doing it, because I know it was free fun funnies. And I could only find it clipped one time. Maybe it got clipped more. I don't know. Also, stop just clipping everything. I don't want you to just clip every moment of all time. Priminal. Thank you for the 53 months.
Frost Crown.
Poltergeist. Thank you for the brand new Prime. Wait, hold on. I think somebody's at my door. One sec. Yeah? What is it? It was just the wind, sorry. Stop clipping everything. I'm not just gonna click. Maybe, okay. Do we need to have a clip, like clips of the week? Do we need to do that? Where like Armadillo like puts together like the top 20 clips of the week? Like you guys send funny clips to Armadillo. Clips of the week would rock. Okay, we'll do that starting. We'll do it every Monday. Monday's already the best day of the week, so we'll just make it better. Okay, let's go. Poltergeist. We already watched it. Questions? Any questions? Now I'm opening up the floor for questions. You guys can now ask me questions. YouTube, if you want to come over to the stream and ask me questions about the subathon, feel free. If I'm not doing gameplay, I would love to answer your questions. Even if I am doing gameplay, I'll probably still answer it. But come over to the stream if you have questions. Come over to the stream if you want to ask me anything. Or comment them in the comments. But it's hard for me to like reply there because I gotta type things out, and it like takes a lot of time versus like me doing this because like I like to do this. Yeah. Bye, YouTube.